On June 9th, 2022, Jailbreak was about to change forever. The following day, a subculture was to be born, and a whole new way of playing the game was to be created. Players have been asking Badimo for trading for a long time now, and finally, their cries were to be answered. On June 10th, 2022, trading was added to Jailbreak. This created a whole new economy, and since you couldn't trade cash, cars became the widespread currency. However, little did we know, trading was about to change the way the game was going to be played forever. This video is all about the entire history of trading and how it shaped the way that we play the game today. Thank you for clicking on this video, and I hope you enjoy. Only a few days after trading was released, people had already found ways to duplicate cars, which made cars way less valuable. Duping was probably the biggest thing that ever happened to trading. It drastically changed the way that trading worked. Dupe cars have less value than the non-duped versions. In some ways, this could be viewed as a good thing, a way for people with not a lot of valuable items to get their hands on an expensive car. After duping became public knowledge and people started being wary of duped cars, people started making lists of known duped items. Then, somebody decided it was a good idea to start a rumor that if an item said 49 times traded, it was duped, which was absolutely not true, and completely ruined the value of literally anything 49 times traded. This made it so that valuable items such as the torpedo and arachnid and beam hybrid that changed hands a lot more often than other cars drastically dropped in value. Thankfully, later down the line, Badimo removed the times traded category. Think of the most useless game pass in Jailbreak. Radio? Maybe SWAT? If you said trading VIP, you're correct. When trading was added, it was extra useless because the only big draw was the instant trade island teleport button. But Asimo forgot to lock down the place link so people could just directly join through the website. Trading VIP also gave you an ugly pink chat color, which made it hard to see your messages. It was left unchanged for quite a while until it was patched and the direct link was locked up. Around this time, you could also still trade safes. Nobody really wanted to trade safes, but people found out a way to get infinite free cash. The way they did it is they would have an alt account auto-rob for a couple days, then convert all of the cash into safes, and finally trade the safes over to the main account. Then the main account would open the safes and get free money from the duplicates without having any worry at all, because technically they weren't exploiting at all. Badimo also had to crack down on this exploit by banning mass safe traders, but this was problematic for people who were trading safes legit. So eventually safes were just removed from the trade system entirely. Also during this time, black markets started to form. The first black market for trading was hosted on eBay, where people would outright purchase cars and then get the cars via trade at a later date. Some of these were actually scams, and the seller had absolutely no intention of giving you the cars and had no intention of giving you your money back. There were also a couple independent markets, one of the more recent ones being longlist.store. This also goes hand in hand with cross-trading, which was one of the earliest forms of illegal trading. Essentially, it was just trading between games. So imagine that I want to trade an Adopt Me pet for a torpedo. That's how it worked. This also created kind of an actual job, which was the job of being a middleman. And the middleman was a trusted person where the items would go into their account and then they would trade them to the receiving end. This way they didn't have to trust each other, they just had to trust the middleman. And I honestly think that's really cool, even though it is illegal. Nowadays, trading is way different from how it used to be. Trading has pretty much been fine-tuned in the most efficient way possible. While I don't suggest you blindly follow community values, one of the best and most widely accepted valuing sites is JB Values. Cash value lists like these are almost essential when it comes to trading in the present day. It's pretty hard to trade without seeing somebody trading using these values. Trading these days is also kind of hard to get into for new players. Nobody wants to give you a limited car for an obtainable car, even if you're overpaid. So new players either just give up or have to grind level 10 or wait for a random limited. Although this brings more engagement to the game, I don't think this is exactly Badimo's intention. So, did trading actually ruin Jailbreak, as some people say? Well, yes, it did divide the community somewhat. It didn't turn into a huge problem. It wasn't as if the whole new game was created outside of the original. And truthfully, trading is totally optional, and the devs don't push it on you at all. If you just got into Jailbreak, you probably won't even know that trading exists unless you extensively explore the map or hear about it online. Jailbreak isn't entirely trading focused, like some people feared it would become. Sure, some people only trade and don't really play the main game, but again, trading isn't essential to the base game at all. In my personal opinion, trading was a good idea and it was executed well. Trading did ruin the exclusivity of cars because before trading, you saw nobody with a beam or torpedo, but now you can see them by just hopping on a random server. This is mostly due to duping, unfortunately. So in conclusion, trading didn't ruin Jailbreak. Thank you for watching. I put a bunch of time into this video. If you could please press the subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. I make cool Jailbreak videos. If you would like to see some more awesome videos, click on the ones right now. They're two of my favorite videos that hardly got any views, and I would really appreciate it if you went and watched them. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.